Welcome back to the Daily Venture, as I have a load of stuff to get through regarding the Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool, and the best there is Wolverine. Not to mention the MCU actors that portray Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor potentially starting a singing group, and the delay of the Blade film angering its lead actor. That's all here. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman clarified how Wolverine can materialize in Deadpool 3 if he perished in Logan. The two performers took fans in a new video documenting the principle of both movies. Logan takes place in 2029, Reynolds says in the clip. Totally separate thing. Logan died in Logan. Not touching that. The actor, who will repeat his role as the titular Merc with a Mouth in Deadpool 3, then starts to document the movie's story before Wham's "Wake Me Up Before You Go" plays, surging out the speech. While the trail resumes, Jackman and Reynolds mime what appears to be a violent confrontation between Deadpool and Wolverine. Reynolds and Jackman stunned fans in September 2022 by revealing that Wolverine would materialize in Deadpool 3. The report surprised many fans after Jackman said numerous times that Logan would be his last outing as the X-Men's iconic Berserker. Alongside the announcement, the pair also revealed the film's logo, which shows Wade Wilson's insignia and gratitude to Wolverine's talons carved into slices. Deadpool vs Wolverine. Beyond Jackman's return, elements of Deadpool 3 remain lacking in details. Marvel Cinematic Universe chief Kevin Feige assured fans that the franchise's third installment will keep his R rating. While numerous fans were uplifted by the announcement, Feige also elaborated that Marvel Studios had no plans to produce any of its other franchises following Deadpool's hyper-violent style. Other than Deadpool, we haven't encountered a story or a storyline or a character's journey that a PG-13, the tone, or the ratings we've been using up to this point, has prevented us, Feige told Variety. Beyond Reynolds and Jackman, Marvel Studios has stayed tight-lipped on which further superstars could come back for Deadpool 3. However, it is confirmed that Leslie Uggams will appear in the third film, assuming her role as Blind Al, Wade Wilson's roommate and confidant. Zazie Beetz, who portrayed Domino in Deadpool 2, has also stated that she'd be available to return to the franchise, but she's presently in the dark on whether that's an option. "I don't know. We'll see," she said. "I would love to do more Deadpool, but that's me." Deadpool 3 is slated to debut in 2024. Meanwhile, the Avengers star Chris Hemsworth just responded to a newly resurfaced video of him and co-stars Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and Mark Ruffalo piping the Beatles' "Hey Jude." The video appeared on Downey Jr.'s Instagram account and was conveyed on Twitter by a Marvel Cinematic Universe fan account, eventually reaching Hemsworth's attention. The Aussie actor quipped that he believed the footage had been deleted from the internet before indicating it may be time for him, Evans, Downey Jr., and Ruffalo to get the band back together. Only Ruffalo has responded to Hemsworth's tweet, saying mock enthusiasm for the quartet to launch on a world tour. Of the four actors, just Hemsworth and Ruffalo are still active with the MCU, as Downey Jr. and Evans withdrew from their separate roles, Iron Man and Captain America, with the release of 2019's Avengers: Endgame. Hemsworth indicated that his period playing Thor may soon be drawing close. However, a note attached to Thor: Love and Thunder's recognition offers this may not be the case. That said, director Taika Waititi stated that this statement surprised Hemsworth, a potential indication that he hasn't yet marked on for other MCU projects. While Hemsworth's MCU return appears possible, fans shouldn't be expecting Evans or Downey Jr. to continue a return to the MCU. Evans has frequently played down the assumption that he will return to the role, stating it would be difficult to recapture the charm of his initial MCU run. Evans even claimed that including Steve Rogers show up again would attempt to surpass his inheritor as Captain America, Sam Wilson. However, despite this response from Evans, Sam Wilson entertainer Anthony Mackie recently stated he wishes that Evans would one day come back for another run in MCU. Downey Jr. seems equally happy sitting out the MCU phases 4, 5, and 6 for his part. The megastar decided not to return to play as the Armored Avenger in any capacity, which also includes a What If? Episode and the animated series. However, there is a new future Armored Future heading to the silver screen in Marvel Studios that is about to introduce Stark's replacement, Riri Williams, in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Performed by Dominique Thorne, Riri Williams is fixing to build her suit of high-tech armor in the upcoming sequel before headlining a 6-episode Disney Plus series, Ironheart, in late 2023. Downey Jr. is not presently anticipated to materialize in Ironheart, despite Iron Man's key role in Williams' comic book origin story. Meanwhile, a new statement proclaims that the in-development Marvel Cinematic Universe film Blade is disappointing its lead star, Mahershala Ali. Per a Twitter post by Jeff Snyder, an entertainment industry reporter and correspondent for The Ankler, Blade suffers from production uncertainties due to problems with the film's script. I'm told that the current Blade script is roughly 90 pages and features exactly 2 lackluster action sequences. Mahershala said to be very frustrated with the process, Snyder reported. Feige said to be spread too thin. But hey, that's just what sources are telling me. Don't shoot the messenger. This arrives amid the report that director Bassam Tariq has left the project due to continuous production changes. At the time of writing, Marvel Studios and Ali have yet to remark on Snyder's announcements. Snyder continued to state that he learned that Beau DeMayo, whose scripting credits include Moon Knight, X-Men 97, and The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf, is now writing on the Blade movie. It's presently unfamiliar in what ability DeMayo is doing, but it's widely acknowledged that he's contributing to the screenplay. It's murky whether Blade's reported script anguish came at the heels of Tariq's conclusion to renounce the project. The filmmaker gave a short message, suggesting that he holds no ill will towards the studio. It's been an honor working with the wonderful folks at Marvel, Tariq stated. We were able to put together a killer cast and crew. Eager to see where the next director takes the film. A replacement director has yet to be hired. Despite the word covering Blade, segments on the film stay short. Ali has already had a cameo in the MCU, featured as an off-screen voiceover during Eternal's post-credits scene, speaking to Dane Whitman, aka the Black Knight. It was scary, Ali said when asked about what it was like to play Blade for the first time. Because, you know, you're talking before you're filming it. I'm pretty particular about my choices, like most actors, and so having to make some choices even with a line, vocally this early on, it brought up some very real anxieties. Bassam Tariq has stepped down as the director for Marvel Studios' Blade. Due to continued shifts in our production schedule, Bassam is no longer moving forward as director of Blade but will remain an executive producer on the film, Marvel mentioned in a statement given to The Hollywood Reporter. We appreciate Bassam's talent and all the work he's done getting Blade to where it is. Before this announcement, Blade was on the path to beginning filming in November. However, if Tariq's departure will affect the film's production is murky. Marvel Studios has reportedly already started the hunt for a new director. It's been an honor working with the wonderful folks at Marvel, Tariq told in his own statement. We were able to put together a killer cast and crew. Eager to see where the next director takes the film. Blade was displayed in the MCU in 2021's Eternals, with the movie's dual post-credit scene just featuring the voice of Mahershala Ali as the character. While Blade debuted in Marvel Comics in 1973, Ali clarified that he was met with the character through Wesley Snipes' version in the initial Blade trilogy. Well, only what I discovered, like everyone else in the late 90s with Wesley Snipes, you know, the two-time Oscar winner told about his understanding of the Marvel character. And I don't think I even noticed how, at least at that time, how I was just accustomed to there not being black superheroes. Ali will star in the MCU film as the main character and be joined by actor Delroy Lindo, Get Shorty, to Five Bloods. Lindo's Blade role, which is being held tightly under wraps, was reported in November 2021. It was the first casting announcement for the forthcoming Marvel film since Ali was announced as the iconic vampire daywalker at Comic-Con in San Diego in 2019. A skilled fighter with the physical abilities of a vampire, Blade is a daywalker, meaning he can walk in the daylight without being killed and uses his skills to hunt and kill vampires. Blade first appeared in 1973 as The Tomb of Dracula No. 10 from Marvel Comics and was created by Marv Wolfman and Gene Colan. He was performed by Snipes in the 1998 movie Blade and redoubled more in 2002's Blade 2 and Blade, Trinity in 2004. The character has also occurred in a 2006 television series where he was performed by Sticky Fingers. Marvel Studios' Blade is expected to release in theaters on November 3, 2023. So, that was the news for today. What are your thoughts about Deadpool coming back with Wolverine? Do you think Deadpool should be R-rated? Will we ever see Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. reprise their roles as Captain America and Iron Man, or see them start a singing group with Mark Ruffalo and Chris Hemsworth? Would you want them to return, seeing how they left things back in Avengers Endgame? Some part of me would like to see them return, but then I think it would ruin the movie. Do you agree? Lastly, if the Blade movie in the MCU ever gets made, do you think it could outshine the Snipes version of Blade? Either way, this is Venture Onward, where I talk about everything pop culture. Thank you for watching, and please leave a like and comment below, as I would greatly appreciate it. Until then, venture onward.